someone were to tell me a year ago that Caleb and Becca would be getting married in August, I would have had so many questions. One of them would be, who's Becca? The first time I saw Becca, I think I talked to her for a couple, maybe 2 hours. And then the second time I saw her, she had a ring on her finger. Growing up, without a sister, I never knew what I was missing. And I can now think of a more thoughtful, kind person that compliments Caleb better than Becca.
Around this time last year, I remember Becca, every time we talked, kept saying, Caleb from Pepperdine, Caleb from Pepperdine. And I was like, who is Caleb from Pepperdine?
C.S. Lewis once said, humility isn't thinking less of yourself, but thinking about yourself less. Caleb is easily the most humble man I have ever met.
What makes Caleb a true leader is not his accomplishments, but his humility. Ever since he was young, he always let his actions speak louder than his words.
My beautiful Becca, you are the love of my whole life, and it is my honor to be pledging myself to you in front of our friends and family. I am truly overwhelmed by the goodness of God.
Caleb, every New Year's, I choose a word to guide and define the year ahead. For 2025, that word is harvest. You are my favorite yes, my deepest love, and the one whom my soul loves. I firmly believe that God placed you on this earth just for me.
You terrorized everyone in the morning getting ready for school. Everyone except me. And even back then, I was proud to be your big brother. I watched you grow, and I loved you then. Then came Nashville. Sometimes I'd drive you home to Ingelheim, and then you'd tell on me for driving with my niece. And yet later you got in the car with Mamaw, so I guess I wasn't that dangerous. And now another chapter begins, and I'll watch you grow together, and I'll keep loving. To Becca and Caleb.
Why you're here, and it's how you live, how long you make it last.
Becca, you are the embodiment of a Proverbs 31 woman. You listen with love, encourage with enthusiasm, and call me out when I'm trying to get under your skin. So from this day, I have vowed to center this relationship on our rock and redeemer, Jesus Christ. This is what we have called keeping the main thing the main thing.
Prayers I had lifted for years, seeds planted in faith, were preparing to bear fruit. After having moved to the Bay, alone from my job last year, I was unsure of what he had planned for me here. And now, looking back, I realize you were written on my heart before I even knew.
First of all, who made the list of the order of the speakers? I'm actually serious. Because not only am I emotionally drained, but I'm also bloated now. So I can't. This is the worst time to give a speech. A lot of people know, especially for me. I could have come here tonight never meeting Caleb or never hearing about him. But after just this, I totally trust you. And I think it's a total testament to who you are as a person. And I think back to the time in February, when I was coming to San Francisco for work and Becca said we have to get dinner together, and I could tell that this is serious. I could tell this is a thing. Thank you for helping change the direction of my life, Becca in particular. Just for what you mean to, me and what your family means to me. Just wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. And I truly mean that, and that's true. So, love you both. And let's cheers, and let's toast to them. Okay.
So it's part of your dress and part of my dress. Okay. This is the best gift in the universe.
I woke up the next morning to a voice message from Becca. Even though they had only been on one date, I knew something was different. I thought to myself, I will play this at their rehearsal dinner one day. Well, here we are. And I'm gonna play part of that message right now.
Hi, Caleb just left, and yeah, I just can't stop smiling, really. I don't know if I can ever say that I've ever felt this way. I would be so honored to be with him. It's literally everything that I've ever prayed for, ever.
Caleb, you really are an answer to so many prayers.
Behold the one, the radiant.
Becca and Caleb, when we look at you and we see how you look at each other,
you don't need to cry.
We see God's perfect timing.
My favorite things to eat is being my dad.
His faithfulness and the start of something beautiful.
And this isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning to the best adventure yet.
So here's to love.
To family.
To forever.
Because yes.
He did, and he still is.
I vow to pray with you and for you in times of joy and times of grief. I vow to hold you, but even more so, I vow to hold every part of you, your fears and doubts, your goals and aspirations, and your greatest joys and accomplishments.
Your love has changed me and has made me fall in love with Jesus even more. Today, in front of all of our friends and all of our family, and in a season of harvest in Napa, I commit myself fully to you, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I vow to choose you all the days of my life.
It's so obvious to me now that the role that she's going to excel the most in is as Caleb's wife. And Caleb, I think you know this, but you were the luckiest man in the world to marry Becca Smith.
I vow to lay myself down for you. I will protect and serve you. Not because you aren't capable of caring for yourself, but because I love you, and it is my greatest honor to serve you.
But my son, it's not your accomplishments that set you apart, but it's the impact that you have on the people in your life.
Super grateful, Becca, for the woman that you are, what you add to our family just by being you. You're such a blessing to me. You're the daughter I've always wanted. And I have 2 more coming. I've put in the order. They're coming.
With sunsets and city lights, your new life will unfold. Chasing your dreams, so brave and bold. But remember, dear sister, no matter the space, you'll always have a home in my heart, in this space. I vow to be your biggest cheerleader, your advocate, your equal.
And lastly, I vow to walk in the light of the Lord with you and to always point you back to our Father with my last breath.
And lastly, I vow to walk in the light of the Lord with you and to always point you back to our Father until my very last breath.
Pledge their vows and exchange rings before God and these witnesses, it is my great joy to pronounce you husband and wife. Caleb, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Caleb and Becca
like it's a far gone and out of time. But I'll run anywhere.
But Caleb, more than just a close friend, you've been a true rock in my life. You've been an accountability partner, a prayer warrior, and I knew that I could trust you with anything. For that, I will always be grateful. Becca, if there's one piece of advice I can give you, you've got about 24 hours to get some earplugs.
He's quite the prankster, but he's still a great roommate. With that privilege comes the action of walking into the bathroom after Caleb has used it. So, Brett, you recommended that Becca pick up some earplugs. Becca, I recommend you maybe pick up some nose plugs.